And you know, this, I may be off base here again as well, but I almost feel like, well, see, this is looking helpless. Okay, let's ignore that note real quick. I think I just want to see more in the body even here too. Let's see if I can find that drawing. See how the curvature of the spine, that might be exaggerated, but you know, just kind of slump him down. I think the slump would make him look or feel more helpless, you know? And then if you can get the eyes more into the camera, and they could be up here, but more into the camera so that we can see them. Um, you know, that look of is kind of helpless. And then when he goes into this, and and here, you know, you might want to lead more again with the body, like have him lean in, like, oh my goodness, my balloon, my precious balloon. Like, you know, if he leans down and then he's kind of coming over here, you know, with that arm up. Okay, now he puts the arm up. And I know we're kind of getting into territory that's not polished now, but then I was watching this, and it's kind of like, oh, my virus database has been updated. Thank you, Avast. Um, see how he pops back, and then his arm kind of turns around like he's looking at it. There's something. See, the arm kind of comes back, and then it stops, and then it comes back to his mouth. So I was thinking about that. I was kind of acting that out, and I feel like, okay, oh, my balloon. Oh, like I think that's what you're going for. Like, oh, oh no, you know. And I think that what's happening now is he's kind of getting shot in the chest, and then his arm is kind of, it's like, ugh. That's kind of what it looks like I'm seeing through the animation. I think what you might want to try is, you know, part of the reason he's going back is I think he's bringing his arm in so quickly. It's like, oh, and he's scared at the same time, right? So if you bring the arm in first and then start to bring the body back, you know, and react, you know, he's out here, right? The shape of the torso is like, the body is like this, and now he's curved back like that, you know, and there's a little, oh, you know, and then you could reach up and grab his, you know, oh, my balloon, you know. I hope you could see that. I hope that makes sense. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's just, right now, if you look at here, it looks like he's getting punched in the chest or something. He's like just exploding backwards, sort of uncontrolled. It's like, what is giving him that energy to do that? And he's kind of like, try that. Just by the way, I don't mean to be mean or anything like that. One of the things that some of the Pixar animators would do when I took that class in San Francisco was they would sit and talk about for like 20 minutes what your shot is doing, and almost to the point of like making fun of it. So I thought that was a little overkill, and I'm gonna do it only to kind of illustrate my point, and then I'm gonna stop because I don't want to keep dragging on like I'm making fun of you. And I hope I'm not making fun of you because I'm not. I'm just doing this to prove my point. Okay, so, oh, I need this on. Okay, so if I was, now right now I'm up on my toes right now, okay? Both toes, and I'm kind of leaning forward. And there's a lot of tension. I'm going to straighten up a little bit, even though you can't see my face here. Like that. Okay, there's a lot of tension in my legs because I'm on my toes, right? Now, it's hard for me to do that because there's so much tension on my toes, you know. But if I was, well, okay, okay, maybe that was wrong. I'm flat on my left foot. I'm on my toe on my right foot. I don't know. It feels like to force myself to do that is not really a. The only reason I would do that is if like a helicopter blade was coming by my head and I needed to get out of the way, you know. But if I was upset about my balloon getting popped, I would be, you know, or oh no, there's a baby on that ledge. Oh, you know, I see what you're going for. You kind of want to go down, like bring the arm in and go, oh, oh, like you want to cringe. That's what it is. It's a cringe. It's, oh, you know, that's kind of what you're shooting for. But what it looks like now is like, whoa, you know, it's like a Matrix sort of a. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. I don't want to make fun of it. But anyway, that's the feeling that I'm getting from it. And I think what you might want to do to fix that is just bring the arm in and then react and go down. Think of it as a cringe. Come in. Go down and come in to cringe rather than go backwards like Kramer from Seinfeld. Ooh. Okay. That's all I want to say about that. And again, I mean, you know, we talked about this before, the poses and stuff. So as you're moving forward, um, you know, I'm sure, like you said, you'll look into this a little bit more. But like this pose here, um, I think okay. To make my weekly global note, it's the body. Um, um, you, think of your line of action, um, and 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 express your emotion through your body. Some other professional animator, probably from Pixar, said something that I'll remember. Everything is coming from the root. Actually, I think it was Charles Alanek from ILM. Everything is coming from the root. Um, every emotion, like you could take a character, you know, you can open up Maya and bring in Stewie and just animate the root, and just by turning it and twisting it and going up and down, you can convey a lot of the emotion that you want to portray. So when you add a spine to that and you're able to curve things, you make even more of that emotion come through. So that's where the body is critical to everything. And I think that as you're doing that dance and as you're reacting to the balloon, really pay attention to your body curves. Um, and I don't mean by over curving it. I just remember, or I just mean your line of action. And what is the change in your line of action? If your if your line of action is like this, with the arm going out this way and the head here looking up at the balloon, then when he reacts to the balloons popping, he might be something like this. And then it's that change. It's that from one to the other that shows that emotion more. So that's kind of what I see looking at your shot now. There's a lot of good, you know, I see that you are paying attention to your arcs, and that's good. Um, you might want to look into your knee arcs a little bit more, um, but that's kind of like a polish thing anyway. But the body, I would say, is my number one note. Really try to clean the body's lines of actions if you can, and try to get some overlap into the body. And that's pretty much it. I think I'll stop there because I don't want to rattle on for an hour, although this might have been an hour. I don't know. Lose track of time. I hope that helped. I hope, again, I hope I didn't sound insulting at all because I don't mean that at all. I think your shot does look fantastic. I think you did a lot of work for the condensed timeline that you had this week, because I think you uploaded this like on Wednesday or something, which that's a lot of work to do in whatever 2 or 3 days. So very good. And as you move forward, you know, like I said, just pay attention to your lines of action, and I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible if you do. But keep going, man. It's looking good. And I will talk to you soon. Take care.